Okay, let's continue. Let's begin with design. So what we do at design of aircraft, either engine, either propeller or any aeronautical product, but the concept of the process are almost similar. What we do first in design is conceptual. So what are you designing? Are you designing a business aircraft? Are you designing a training aircraft? Are you designing helicopter, engine and propeller? Everything must begin with the concept. Basically the concept normally based from the customer feedback or customer review or customer demands. Once we have the conceptual design and the marketing and sales department say that is a product that is sellable, potentially there are customer, then we go for the detail, which is we need to establish the certification basis. How are you going to certify the aircraft? How are you going to certify the product? It must be certified, and before you go for the certification, you have to come up with the certification basis, and this is require negotiation with the authority. You need to negotiate with authority what will be the set basis. Normally in the set basis we have a few items. First we have airworthiness requirement. So this is primary component of the certification basis, which is the airworthiness requirement. For large transport aircraft, we're talking about CS or FAR 25. So this is for large transport aircraft, Boeing or Airbus, A380, 350, or Boeing 787, 737, they are been certified to this airworthiness requirement. Once we have the cert basis, and then we go to detail design. In detail design, we should always refer back to the cert basis. Anything you do in detail design, you shall comply to the cert basis. So you have to show compliant to the certification basis. During the show compliance process, you may do analysis or you may do test. So here is maybe talking about stress analysis, you're talking about the engine performance analysis, talking about engine test performance, you're talking about the landing distance, talking about takeoff distance. So this is analysis and test. Normally they come coupled together, analysis, validation by the test, so you will not end up to test everything. So this is the process. During the process of showing compliance to the certification basis, we have the process of analysis and test. Then after that, you have to verify this compliance, verify the cert basis, then the process you verify the show compliance to the cert basis. So this verification, once we completed then we could be awarded with the type certificate or type approval of the product. So this in general the design process, conceptual, and develop the cert basis, develop the detail design. In the process of developing detail design, you have to show compliance to the certification basis, basically the airworthiness requirement. So in this process, we have a few job opportunity. Okay, so here you you may do conceptual. So conceptual may come in probably the 3D CAD model. So you could be the CAD engineer. Okay. You are doing the 3D CAD model for the conceptual design. Or you may do data analysis. If you get the customer input, the customer feedback, you could be also doing data analytic. From the data analytic, you will have a concept of the products. Then you go to certification. You may, there is airworthiness engineer. The awareness engineer will read through the certification requirement, awareness requirement line by line, word by word, try to interpret. So the awareness engineer interpret the set basis, which is primarily the awareness requirement of the product. And then the detailed design, you will have all the design discipline. You may have mechanical, you may have electrical, you may have avionics, you may have structure engineer, you may have process engineer, we have material engineer. So this is the discipline in the detail design: mechanical, electrical, avionics, structure, process engineer, material engineer. So this is in general what we need in this process here. So when you have come to this showing compliant, they are also awareness engineer. The showing compliant guy can be considered as part of awareness engineer, or they should have the awareness engineering competency. Okay, so this is the framework from in the design of aircraft, design of aeronautical product. We begin with concept, and then we move to certification, and then you do detail design. During the process of detail design, we show compliance to the awareness requirement. And the process here, this is what the people we need. We may need data analysts to go through the customer data information, and then you may have you need to have 3D CAD model, 3D CAD engineer to develop concept model, concept after concept, refine the concept until satisfied this customer requirement here. Then we go into the awareness requirement. We develop the set basis primarily, which is awareness requirement, and we got engineer who interpreting this awareness requirement line by line to ensure we can comply to this. And that information come to the detail design, where the detail design will do the design detail plus show compliance to every line of this awareness requirement. So here in detail design, we need all the discipline. Talking about aircraft, we need mechanical for the system, for the airframe, electrical for electrical system, avionic or for all the instrumentation, structure engineer to design the fuselage, design the structure, to design empennage, process engineer to design if we do composite, they also need to develop the composite process, painting process, coating process. So this is a process engineer. The material, the engineer who are developing the special material for the design, especially for composite. They have to develop the composite system, which is unique from design to design. So they need a material engineer for that purpose. Thank you.